Hey G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review. And today we're going to be looking at something pretty special. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, excuse me, I'm having some back spasms at the moment. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail at the beginning of the video, we are looking at the 1987 G.I. Joe Slaughter'S Renegades. These guys made their appearance in the G.I. Joe movie. Um, the movie. Yes, that was the big thing for the 80s. Santa Claus, the movie. Transformers, the movie. G.I. Joe, the movie. How to Cut Your Hair, the movie. Um, the subtitle, the movie. Um, they couldn't. They had to tell you it was the movie as the subtitle to punch it up. They just, pardon me. I do not know what I did to my back. They couldn't just make a movie without throwing in the subtitle. It just couldn't be a movie without them having to tell you what it was. Sorry, I'm trying to get the internet to respond on my tablet because we're going to be looking up something here. Anyway, yes, they made their one and only appearance in G.I. Joe the movie. They're Slaughter's Renegades. These are a bunch of misfits that are being trained by Sergeant Slaughter because they were washouts from standard military, and Sergeant Slaughter is whipping them into shape. As you can tell by their dress, they are not normal military, and Slaughter loves it that way. These guys are special forces in a way, because these are Sergeant Slaughter's guys, and they just do not fit in. The movie G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe the movie, did not get a lot of, or does not get a lot of fanfare amongst collectors. We've discussed this many times on my show, for various reasons for folks. A lot of us were getting older, in our preteens or were teenagers, and it just turned us off. Some of us, with the whole Cobra law thing, it got us away from the military side of G.I. Joe, and it hold on one second, and it really got weird. It went ultra sci-fi on us, and it totally broke away from what we were used to And I remember I found it kind of strange, but I went along with it because I do like sci-fi quite a bit, if you can't tell. Um, and I did find it weird, but it's neither here nor there. But yeah, I did find the movie weird, and it did not really turn me off from GI Joe. But I liked the movie nonetheless. It turned some collectors off from GI Joe, and enough said. um, I've just been trying to burn up time until the screen loaded here, for what we were looking for with my upcoming segment for the show. Um, oh goodness. So anyway, without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these action figures. Sorry for having to waste your time. Oh, talking about that silly movie, but it was important where the Renegades did show up. They were a part of Sergeant Slaughter's. They were his trainees. And when Lieutenant Falcon was dropped off at the slaughterhouse for being derelict in his duties, Sergeant Slaughter met him in the middle of nowhere, where he was dropped off, and the Renegades were with him, and he had to deal with these people, and they just did not like Falcon at all. Especially after they decided to make a raid on the Terrordrome, and Falcon said, "Hey, let's make this really challenging or interesting, and let's go without weapons." And Sergeant Slaughter's like, "Yeah, let's do it." Blah blah blah. And one of the Renegades growled at him, but yeah, it ended up being cool at the end because Falcon got his girl. The spores were destroyed in space from the evil spores that were to mutate humanity. They froze in space and rained back down into the atmosphere and burned up and all that good stuff. Sorry, I ruined the movie. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at these sweet, sweet action figures. Flip the screen now. All right, here they are. We have Red Dog from left to right, Red Dog, Taurus, and Mercer. Mercer being the more common of the three that you will find on the aftermarket. Taurus being the more rare one, from my research anyway. I want to give a shout out to Shane Lehman, one of our viewers and commenter and channel supporter. Shane, thank you for your service to your great country of Canada, our brothers from the north. He is currently on deployment. I want to wish you the best of luck and safety on your deployment. Thoughts and prayers are with you and your men, your comrades in arms, your brothers in arms. Stay safe out there. I'll just let you know that Joe Motion Household is with you, and we support Canada. So here we go. Let's take a look at these action figures. They made their appearance in 1987. They were on the shelves until 1989, I think, yes, 89, 2-year run, if I remember 100% from Yojo.com. They were the first of the multi-packs of G.I. Joe that were made available on the pegs. Cobra Law was available that year as well. I do remember seeing them on the shelves at my favorite grocery store, Smitty's. They were being sold on an end cap at Christmas time. End caps are the shelves on the end of the aisles, and those are the ones that are made to get your attention. I was in love with it. It was like, whoa, you get 3 Joes in one package. We ended up getting Cobra Law that year. My brother did. He got the 3 Cobra Law figures. I wanted these guys because they were the good guys, but we never got them. Anyway, that was the only time they showed up in the vintage line. Later on, they did get the modern version. I think it was through the Collectors Club or convention, one or the other. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at a Red Dog, or Perro Rojo in Spanish. Let's put a spotlight on. Alrighty. So let's take his accessories off. First, he is wearing, there's a lot of sports themes in that movie. We had Big Lob in there as well. Try to get the camera to focus on this gentleman. He is wearing a shirt that has the number 1 on it. Sleeves are white and rolled up, and you could see, if I could focus, the sleeves are buckled right here. Take that spotlight off. Hold on. There we go. The camera is just having a hard time focusing. The sleeves just, they have a little buckle on there. He is wearing web gear, shoulder straps that go down around an ammo belt that wraps around his chest, goes completely around this orange jersey. Dips jersey has a V-neck collar. He is wearing a hound tooth or some sort of an animal claw necklace on a gold chain around his neck. The chain does go around completely. The gold is rubbing off a little bit. He is wearing a matching. I really hate this camera right now. Just does not want to focus. He is wearing a matching headband that was not really painted. It was overpainted in black on his hair. It's supposed to be a yellow color. He is African American. Black hair that's very well sculpted. You can see lines going through it. It has a widow's peak. Black eyebrows. Kind of a... If I could get the camera to focus. Stupid thing. He has kind of a boring look on his face. Or a bored look. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. The camera just does not want to cooperate. There we go. has a bored look on his face. He has an Indian concho belt, Native American concho belt. The buckle is gold. Stupid camera. There, focus. And that's brown, which goes all around. He has a thinner brown belt right underneath, right here, that goes around his waist and down his leg to attach to a holster where he has a sculpted on pistol, and that also has a strap that goes around, but not completely. It breaks off midway between on his thigh. He's wearing blue jeans and has supposed to be a blood stripe down his leg, and what appears to be Sergeant Slaughter style wrestling boots. There we go. Got a good focus there on his boots. Can we focus on that bored look on his face? No. So let's just set his boringness right over here. Oh, now let's take a look at his backpack. It's a caramel colored backpack. This was reused from a previous action figure. Has 2 pouches up at the top and 2 canteens at the bottom. I believe this was Dusty's backpack from 1985. And he came with a pistol, a black pistol, which was later reused for a lot of other action figures. Standard looking generic pistol. Sorry guys, this camera just does not want to work with us. Red Dog's file card here. And see it was clipped from the back. You could see the sections where the other Renegades were stored on the card back. So let's go ahead and read his file card. It says file name Tapu David. Sorry, he is Polynesian. That was my mistake. I called him African American. Serial number 425-80-2173. Primary military specialty infantry. Birthplace Papa Samoa. Pay grade E5 or equivalent. The Renegades have no official status. Their movement and activities are virtually unrestricted. They don't get any credit when they succeed. Everybody denies anything about them when they fail. Red Dog can have any pro football career as a barefoot place kicker. Defensive lineman had grounded his cleat into the big Samoan's protruding toe. The lineman ended up with a broken helmet and a concussion. Red Dog was suspended for excessive roughness. He later worked briefly as a stuntman in B movies until he was recruited by the G.I. Joe Command. That's the first time it didn't talk about extraordinary human abilities. He was just a football player that got his foot broken or a toe broken. The other renegades think that Red Dog is handy with the gun to have on missions. If they encounter the obstacle of any kind of barricade, tank trap, or phalanx or of armed guards, they simply point Red Dog in the appropriate direction and let him go and wait for the dust to settle. Ooh, this guy chews up tanks. All right. On to the next. We are looking at Taurus. Taurus. Looking at Bull. All right, let's go ahead and strip his accessories off. We're going to go through a little bit faster. Taurus, interesting looking dude. Bald with a red beard. They painted his eyes red to make him even more creepy. Camera does not want to focus again. Red eyebrows. He is wearing a yellow shirt with short yellow sleeves. He was supposed to be a circus performer at one time. He does have these weird paladins on his shoulders that look like Tomax and Zaymot style shoulder armor in a way. He is wearing a harness on his shoulder. It's a shoulder holster for a gun, which is right here, sculpted on pistol. Down here at the bottom, he is wearing a tan belt with a gold eagle buckle and another odd buckle that's sculpted on there. I'm not sure what that is. Done in caramel colored paint, and those wrap around his waist. He has another pouch here on his left side down to an empty holster. Interesting fact. Why is it empty? Down here on his pea green pants, PEA, not pulseless electronic activity. I'm talking about the food, the vegetable. He has pads on his pants. Another knife right down here. This looks like a type of survival knife. Has a sharpening, a little pocket here on the sheath for a sharpening or a honing stone. His pants do go down over his boots. Very interesting guy. Here on his left wrist, he also has a wrist bracer done in silver. Always found him to be a weird looking dude. Kind of creeped me out. Very interesting though. All right. Here's his file card. Reads Codename Taurus. He's a renegade. File name Ayvazyan. I'll just spell it. Ayvazyan is his last name. First name Varujan. Serial number 401-198426. Primary military specialty demolitions. Birthplace Istanbul. He's Turkish. Pay grade E5 or equivalent. The Renegades aren't carried on the rosters of any existing military unit. There is no computer access to dossier that are paid. They are not paid through a special fund marked for Pentagon. They're paid through a special fund marked Pentagon Pest Control. This gives their renegades a freedom of operation that the Joes can't match. It also means that the government can deny everything if they are caught. Third paragraph reads, Taurus was a circus acrobat in Europe, and did occasional undercover work for Interpol. It's International Police, I believe. His circus act involved breaking 2x4s on his own face, a feature that impressed the G.I. Joe top brass. He was recruited on the spot. Man, they must have been hurting. Oh, look, that guy is breaking 2x4s on his face. They were verschnicket if that was his hiring factor. I would have passed him up. Taurus had been cross-trained in explosives and mountaineering and fluent in a dozen languages. That would have been the hiring point right there for me. That he had those skills, not breaking boards over his face. I would have said, you need to see a psychiatrist. No, it's the 12 languages and the other skills that would have been the one that stood out in his resume. And the bottom paragraph reads in the quote, he is an animal. He stops hockey pucks with his forehead and opens bottles with his nostrils. Lucky for us, he does everything G.I. Joe headquarters tells him. He is Mr. By the Book, Mr. Literal, Mr. I break stuff with my face, Mr. I'm tough, Mr. All right, third and final figure is Mercer. Mercer stood out more in the cartoon because he is Mercer. He is the most common figure you'll find out there. Mercer is wearing an orange vest. He has 2 pockets here on the front. He has a sculpted on shoulder holster that has straps only on one side, nothing on this side to hold it up, with this unusually large pistol handle sticking out. Why they sculpted it so big is beyond me. It does not look natural. No sleeves. He does have this weird tribal band metal thing on his right arm. A glove on his right hand. On his left arm, he has a silver wristwatch. He is wearing blue pants with gray pads on each side, and it looks like he's wearing black turn-down boots. He has a black belt on, no painted. He has a double layer belt on, no painted on buckles, and pouches on each side. He has a brown flat top, kind of a square jaw, brown eyes, brown eyelids. Pretty lackluster compared to your other 2 action figures. He is the least of my favorite ones. And you can see here, this is not the Mercer file card that came with the this came with Mercer version 2. I'm sorry, I misspoke. There was a Mercer that came in the vintage line with Battle Core. I forgot all about this one. I glanced at Yojo. I did not look at all the guys. I was looking for these specific ones. I didn't look for any remakes of the character, just the Renegades. So that's what I was referring to as the Renegades being done in being redone. So not the individual figures, which Mercer was brought up again in Battle Core. So I'm not going to read this file card because it does not pertain to this specific Mercer. That's the one that came with him when I purchased these three several years ago on eBay. Got these in an auction. Oh, goodness, I'm trying to slide back here to get comfortable. Alrighty, so, oh gosh, I'd like to know what I did to my back. It's getting spasms all the way down on the left side, my low back. Bother me all night at work. Try doing patient care, having to lean over a bed to listen with your stethoscope, listen to breath sounds and heart tones with your stethoscope. with a bad back. There's I don't know why I have sound on this tablet. Oh, shoot, I can't believe I just almost turned it off. All right. So anyway, there you have it. The G.I. Joe Renegades. Sorry I had to kind of rush through that. As you can see, I'm kind of pretty uncomfortable, and I was having to get in an uncomfortable position to review those guys. They are really cool. I do like these guys quite a bit. I'm excited to finally have them in my collection. As I had mentioned previously, I had purchased these in an auction a few years ago, and I was excited to get them. I had them on display with Sergeant Slaughter and his Triple T tank for some time, and these guys are really neat. They were, like I said, they're part of the growing trend of multi-packs, which lasted for a while. I'm sorry, the first multi-pack was Tomax and Zaymot in 1985. So it was nice to get a multi-pack. It was like you buy one and get two free kind of deal, for me anyway. But no, you were actually buying three for the price point. But yeah, I do remember seeing them at Smitty's, my favorite grocery store. It was a one-stop shop. The Smitty's it's also known as Fred Meyer in other states. It's no longer down here in Arizona, or Meyer in other states. You could buy your groceries there. You could do your banking. This one had a full-scale restaurant in it, where you sit down and they serve you your table. They had a pizzeria in it. They had a barber shop, sporting goods section, housewares. You can buy clothes there. It was very nice. The price point was a little bit higher, but I loved that store, and it was a treat to get to go there, because the price point was a little bit more expensive. My mom chose to shop at Kroger mostly, or Fry's, which is what it is known as out here. Fry's is a sister store to Kroger. So we shopped that out here because it was cheaper. And there's a local grocery store here called Bash's. It's owned by the Basha family. She shopped there quite often. The price point was cheaper there than all the rest of the stores. So Smitty's was a real treat. So anyway, that's where I first saw these guys on that end cap, and I stood there with my brother and other kids just gawking at these things and talking about them and just saying, building memories and telling stories with other kids, and it was cool. It really was, doing what kids do in toy aisles. That was the social networking for kids. That was our social media, the toy aisle. It's where we converged, or at the shopping mall, and that was the social networking. Or writing graffiti. That was it. Graffiti on the bathroom wall. That was social networking as well. You don't see that very much anymore. It's gang graffiti. You don't see dirty poems or anything like that on bathroom walls. Things have changed. So anyway, there has been a request. I haven't done this in a while, so Andrew, here we go, buddy. My favorite segment, Byron's Gripes. I haven't done this in a while, so I was doing it for interest of time, but he has requested a segment of Byron's Gripes. So I looked up Byron's Gripes here. Let's explain it. I get on eBay and I look up the prices of the toys that I just reviewed. It's for anybody who is new to the market for shopping for these toys, and this is to help you out, to give you an idea of what to shop for or how to shop for them, and I share what I think is a good or a bad price. I tend to be more of a skinflint when it comes to shopping, so I would think I'm giving good advice, but everybody's budget is different, so go by your budget. Don't go into debt to buy these toys. Pay your bills first, please. These toys will be around. Bills, take care of your family first. So anyway, God, am I in pain? And I use eBay just for a reference. I don't do it to pick on eBay. I don't do it to pick on the sellers. I sell on eBay. It is a great site. There are many other sites out there that sell vintage toys. So I just do this for the mere convenience of it. eBay has been very good to me. It's a great site to sell off of, to purchase off of. They have their act together. So anyway, here is our first example. This one is carded and put in an acrylic case. It has an AFA grade of 85, near mint, $850.99. You can keep it, mister, at that price. I know you paid $100 and some dollars to have it graded from AFA. But here's what happened with AFA. Tony from Toy Ploy had a rare Skeletor graded from AFA. Hey, Tony. This was a few years back, and he had one grade on it. He cracked that case open. This is his money, okay? Cracked it open. Sent that toy back. Had it graded again, and it came back with a different grade. What did you do, Tony? The same Skeletor. It depends upon the opinion of the grader. So there is nothing set, it seems. It's kind of subjective. So I don't trust 100% the grading on AFA. Yeah, it's a professional and accepted grading. All right. So I mean, nothing's perfect. Still, this could be 95 near mint, could be 75 or 80. It all depends on the mood. Your mood could affect your judgment. Right now I'm being kind of, uncomfortable. I'm tired. I could look at this. My boss could have been chewing me out previously, and I look at it and it's like, I see a wrinkle here, blah, blah, blah. I'm pissed. 80. Slap it in the acrylics in the back. And really it wasn't 85. But anyway, $850. You can keep it. I'm not paying $850. I don't care if it's an or better offer. And he wants $86.74 for shipping. No. I know for a fact it will not be that much for shipping. He's wanting a little extra dough for shipping. Do not gouge shipping. That is such BS. If anything, I discount shipping. All right, here we go. We have all three Renegades that are complete minus file card. $79.99 or better offer. $7.75 and shipping. God bless you, sir. I will call that deal of the day. $80 for all three of those guys. They look like they're in great shape. Yeah. I forgot to show you Taurus's weapons. Good golly, Miss Molly. What kind of reviewer am I? This is Taurus's gun. It's this weird looking, almost blowtorch rifle done up gray plastic. And his backpack, caramel color plastic. It's Rakondo's backpack. What kind of reviewer am I? Mercer's pistol. Jeez. My back was killing me down there. That's what kind of person I am. All right, here's another one. Graded, loose, on card. Not graded, I mean. Still carded. $250 carded. Not bad. 250 bucks or better offer. Free delivery, free returns. Oh, what is that word? Oh, four-letter word that I love. Free. Bingo. That is deal of the day. Free shipping. 250 bucks carded. Yes, sir, you are welcome. Deal of the day. Here we go. Here's all three of them. They're incomplete with 2 file cards. $34.99 or better offer. Bugger me backwards. I pushed the wrong button. $34.99. Deal of the day. Here is Taurus by himself, missing his blowtorch, but his backpack. He has his backpack. It says, buy it now. I've never seen that one. I don't know how they got that one on there, unless it was an auction at one time and he took it off of auction and just left the buy it now price on it. $11 for that. Buy it now. That's good. I like that. Deal of the day. Here's all three of them. They are incomplete. He has a backpack for Mercer. All three of them do have backpacks and their file cards, but missing their guns. $57.50 or better offer. $5.14 in shipping. That is a little steep for me for all three of them, especially when you could get all three of them just above for $34.99 with 2 file cards, but you have 3 file cards here. I'm not going to call that one deal of the day. Alrighty, here we go. Here's all three of them complete. No file cards. Buy it now. $5.80 delivery. Bingo, bango, bongo. 50 bucks. Yes, sir, you are welcome. Deal of the day, $50. Oh, here is one very interesting. All three of them with improvised weapons that do not belong to them. They gave Mercer a scimitar. Quite interesting, him being Turkish. That's pretty cool. All three of them incomplete with improvised weapons, meaning they gave them weapons from other people, from other Joes. And this guy is wanting 51 bucks for all three of those. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? No. No. You want to be paid for your creativity by giving them different weapons? No. All right, here is a Sergeant Slaughter 3D printed custom swagger stick, $8.50. I've seen these go for as much as 25 bucks. So this one being $8.50. Yeah, deal of the day. Swagger stick for Sergeant Slaughter, $8.50. Bingo, bango, bongo. Let's buy that. Yeah, that's a good deal, man. $8.50 for a 3D printed swagger stick for Sergeant Slaughter. Here, oh, that's auction. I seldom quote auction prices because those are always fluid, unless the auction just closed. Oh, here we go. Here's another AFA. And this one is 80 near mint. But this guy wants $18.95 in shipping. That proves right there $18.95. And this other Muku is wanting how much? $86.74 to ship. Was he charging you for all the bubble wrap and packing peanuts too? Yeah, I get it. Bubble wrap is expensive. I pay what, $6 a roll for it? But that's just overhead. You know, it's just cost of running a business. Anyway, $18.95 in shipping. God bless you, sir, for that. But shame on you for charging $500 for this blasted thing. No. Byron's gripes. No. You can keep it, sir. Taurus's legs, $1.60. Red Dog by himself with his pistol, $15.46 or better offer. Okay. It's not deal of the day. It's okay. Taurus with somebody else's backpack besides his own, $6.99. I'll put that deal of the day just because it's a good action figure. Slaughter'S Renegades. Oh, Mercer did have a backpack, so my Mercer's incomplete. Pardon me. I am sorry. Forgive me. I am but a man. Of flesh and blood I'm made. Oh, those dudes are backpacks. Both of them. Looks like Red Dog and Mercer's backpacks, $8.38. The card back for the Renegades. Oh my gosh. I'm going to slap you silly. A card, not only a card back, but it's a janky card back. It's bent up. Looks like somebody blew their nose on it too. $42.49 for this blasted thing. Not in this condition. This Byron's gripes is even weirder today because I am so tired. I worked last night and I haven't been to sleep yet. I've been awake for 24, 25 hours. Because I'm not working today. So I stay up to cycle back into a regular schedule because I have the next few days off. So anyway, Mercer, 100% complete, $24.99 with file card. I'll put that up for deal of the day because he is 100% complete with file card. Hey, $5.99 in shipping. Yes, sir. Bob comes with a 3D Joe's brand figure stand. I know it's 3D Joe's brand because I recognize it. I own a few of those. Here is a Mercer loose and incomplete. It is in pieces. $5.99. Deal of the day on that one. Here is another uncut full card back. This is a little bit better. It is a decent looking one. $59.99. I won't put that as deal of the day, but it is nice. Here are the Renegades. No weapons, but they do have their backpacks. $33.33. $11.11 for each one of these guys. That's what it averages out to, 11.11 for each one. You're a clever dick, aren't you? That's an Australian phrase. Yeah, you know what? That's the deal of the day. I like that. Here's another one. Red Dog, 100% complete and very nice condition, actually. Something just shook my house. $20, deal of the day, all day, every day. Oh, here are the Renegades, all of them with their file cards. No weapons, but they have their backpacks. $40. Free delivery. I love that word. Bam. Free. $40. Deal of the day. Mercer or Taurus by himself with his backpack. $10. Deal of the day. The Renegades accessories. We have 2 Red Dog backpacks. 3 Taurus backpacks, his gun, and 2 Mercer backpacks. All of that being sold in a lot for $29.99. Why would you need all of their accessories in a lot? Is beyond me. Sounds like this guy is just wanting to lay off his excess collection off on another person. Unless you have all those guys and you need those. Makes it convenient. Oh, here's all 3 of them complete with their file card, $64.95. You can keep it at that price. I don't care if you are doing free delivery. Here is Mercer's backpack. It's $2.40 or better offer. Oh, I think I should pick that up. I'm going to sell these dudes later. I have to complete them. Here's Taurus by himself, bare bones, $7.25. Here they are missing their backpacks. No, they have their backpacks on, 100% complete with a full file card or card back. Given the price of card backs by themselves at $89.99, I am going to put this with deal of the day. Yes, sirree, that is the winner for everything today, I'm going to call it. Here is Taurus all by himself with his rifle, $9.99. Okay, that's deal of the day. Here is Red Dog with a broken thumb, no accessories. Broken thumb and hand on the other side. Both hands are broken. How's he supposed to eat? Poor guy. Man, you can't have any tacos. Shoot. I was going to make tacos tonight, man. No tacos. $8.99. I'll prop them up and you can just eat them, with your mouth and no hands, or you grip them with your wrists. I don't know how you eat those, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm slap happy. All right, this is just getting long. There's like 4 more pages of them. Here's the final one. These are all complete. Wow. This is at the bottom of the page. My gosh, this is the winner. God bless you, sir. You marked it down for $46. Well, okay, I am gobsmacked on this. All 3 of them complete. Complete. He's wanting $27.09. God bless you, sir, for that. Complete set of Renegades. $27.09. Ouch. So there you have it, guys. A full video with Byron's gripes. Andrew, all for you, buddy. So anyway, Thank you for sticking with me all this time, and thank you all for subscribing to my channel or even watching my channel. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. That's my favorite part of this show, is getting back with you in the comments section. I love hearing from you and answering back. I do that fairly quickly. I caught up on all my comments last night. I'm sorry some of them were 10 days late. It took a while for those to pop up for some reason. I check my comments every night. Because that's, you guys take time to write me, so it's only polite to write you back. So anyway, take care. Really appreciate you guys. Again, Shane, you take care of yourself out there on your deployment. Keep your ass in the grass. I'll keep you guys in my prayers. Remember, the Joe Motion household supports Canada. We love you guys. Support troops. Support all NATO troops. Just love the armed services. Anyway, you guys, you take care. Stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy. Remember, wash your hands. This is cold and flu season. Your hands are your first line of defense. Our skin, our integumentary system. First line of defense. Our skin is our biggest organ on our body. Let's keep it clean. Anyway, I am so wiped out. I'll have to take a nap. I'm getting slap happy. So you guys, be kind to yourselves. You deserve it. You do. You really do. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. You never know what type of day somebody is having. An ounce of kindness does go a long, long way, especially if you're having a bad day. A smile, a hello, opening the door, anything. A simple act of human kindness does help. If you help somebody that's having a bad day, trust me, it does. I could tell you stories about having very rough days, and somebody just simply smiles, and it just completely changed my disposition. Be kind to your animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. And all that good stuff. All right. I'm out of here, man. I am totally knackered. So, ouch. We'll see you next week for another G.I. Joe toy review. Love you guys. Bye-bye and good night.